Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ninja Turtles and Next Mutation Reactions. I'm Fred. If you are new here, glad that you found us. If you are a returning viewer, I'm glad that you're back. We are up to episode 6 of Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation. And as you can probably tell in the description, this is being recorded as the same day that we did um East Meets West Part 5, but this time around I won't be getting my genuine reactions and to the episode staff of Bukai, Buki. I'm not sure what the correct pronunciation is here. So a couple of things I need to address after we finished recording the previous episode, uh, which you would have saw a week ago your time. I was making references to that being would have been available in July. No, that episode was available at the end of June. This episode will be available in July. So yeah, when you record things that much in advance and release things on a week to week schedule, instead of like doing what logically would be like, okay, knock out do two episodes in a week. Um, um, let's just say nothing I do ever makes sense. Let's be honest with you. Anyway, I also I also have to address this correction. I keep making jokes. As, oh wow, that looks like it's like well, it says like, oh, New York looks like Toronto. No, it's actually Vancouver. That what where a lot of the exteriors for this series is shot. Not I keep saying. So yes, I looked that up myself. Between the recordings here, obviously different shirt and so forth. Why why didn't I do that beforehand? Because I'm an idiot. I don't do like I like to go off of my own existing knowledge and things. Like I didn't know that the show was like filmed in Canada. Um, but didn't exactly find out the reason why for all the why the cartoony sound effects. I would love to get that answered. It's like, why are the cartoony sound effects? And as I really noticed and picked up on that, listening and watching and trying to like, okay, where are these sound effects coming in? And a lot of it is on for the physical, like on body strikes and anything directly hitting to a body. Is where those particular sound effects are popping in a lot. But either which way. So we're also something I did notice as well on the DVDs, and I'll bring it up here since I'm on the episode menu. We notice here, okay, we got the first 5 episodes, East Meets West, parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then Staff of Buki, then Silver and Gold. Now, apparently, the either the episodes were aired out of order or they put them on the DVD out of order. Because Silver and Gold was the 8th episode aired, but it's the 7th episode on the DVD box set. In fact, the episodes on the DVD box set are most certainly out of order. It's like Meet Doctor. But the episode that should be 7th All in the Family is listed as episode 9. So yeah, they put so the box set has the episodes in a very, very different order. Which is really weird. So did the episode? I'm kind of wondering, did the show air out of order, or did they rearrange the episodes for this box set to be in a certain order, to try and give things more of a continuity? So I think that'll probably be the case. Is like, yeah, we're watching the episodes on the order of the DVD box set. So with that said, with those questions raised, let's get into it. As y'all know, we have it like that to get around any possible DMCA issues. You don't hear any audio, as I tend to run my mouth the entire time, especially with any things that I notice or I want to harp on, etc., etc. So let's get into it. Staff of Bukai, whatever. The New York skyline. Everyone's laying down. Apparently Michelangelo needs to use the bathroom. They actually have a different exterior shot for the Dragon Lord lair. Dragon Lord's gonna reach out to the past. What's in the past? Looks like an old man with white hair and a beard. Obviously a major league wig being used here. Let's see the face. Let's see the old man makeup on him. Oh, oh, and they're literally ripping a staff from the past. Man, old man has old man voice. I'm really not sure if the Dragon Lord needs to be made be used for comedic effect, falling backward on top of Wick like that. But we also discovered that Venus can sense disturbances in the Force, it, or in the timelines, or what have you. Okay, it's staff of Bukai. One of my pronunciations was kind of correct. Gar- Garbanzo beans are disgusting. I'm sorry. If Donatello had those for lunch, they're awful. No, 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 no. Up to the morning light. Bow, bow, meow, meow. Where, know how I joked about Daria like not never having the intro? Well, we're obviously going to get the intro every single time here. Stock footage of exterior shots of New York. The same exterior shots of New York every single time. That's a whole damn fish Michelangelo's has as a sandwich. You don't have a sandwich with a whole fish with the head still attached to it. What the hell? Michelangelo has some serious problems. Yeah, it's a disruption in the chi pool. Uh, Like, don't doubt her. At this point, 5 episodes in, you can't doubt her. Her eyes are glowing, and she just knocked Raphael on his face. No, he landed on his stomach. Venus doesn't have to lay a hand on Raphael to kick his ass. Venus always, excuse me, Raphael always tries to provoke somebody. Okay, so her technique is called the prism. And so she can like create an illusion of herself and take advantage of somebody's single-minded sight or single-sighted focus, whatever. Not cheating if you don't know how to counter it, dude. See? Oh, it's like Leonardo wants to try laying a hand on Venus, and apparently Leonardo weighs 170 pounds, and that's without the Pope hat. Venus Boom Boom de Milo. I totally can get go along with calling her Boom Boom. Oh, really, Michelangelo? Granted, granted, they're all walking around partially damn near naked anyway, but still, his visual of his dialogue choice. Yeah, we'll overlook that. He is. Wait a second. Calling the Dragon Lord the Supreme Thunder Lizard makes me think of Eek the Cat that had that sub cartoon in it. What was it? The Terrible Thunder Lizards. Damn, I'm old. In fact, I'm pulling that as a reference here. So it's supposed to be his way of dealing with Venus. That to take advantage of her while her powers are still weak and before she grows into a full-on shaman. Okay, I can understand that. It's proper it's proper strategy, and the staff is a chi disruptor. And it can tear the magic user to pieces. Okay. I mean, you gotta give credit to the Dragon Lord here. He's thinking ahead. But from if I'm going to have to compare him anything, his plans are right on that same vibe of Lord Zed early on in Power Rangers season 2. Wait, he's trusting his minions to deal to carry this staff. Fair enough. Wait, they're doing a day exterior shots? No way they're doing day exterior. It's the chi energy that flows through everyone. Leonardo should be able to concentrate and master this. Leonardo, you just tried it. You barely tried it for like 10 seconds. Okay, she should. I like the fact that Venus is up to that point where she can share the chi pool with him, and I do understand. I actually do have an understanding. Uh, I have an understanding of her, of the sharing of the chi and stuff like that. There is a spiritual. There is some basic natural way of being able to share energy along those lines to it. Um, I I kind of studied a little bit of this, like again, many years ago. That wasn't a flunk or a fluke. Venus is a little bit shy at times. And I also noticed something that's kind of unique about Venus's mask, that it looks like Venus's head. This might be the same thing with all the turtles, but the heads seem to be like two pieces, like below the mask and then above the mask. Raphael doing some upside down push ups. And it's interesting that Splinter's given this Raphael this talk about the differences and stuff, that everyone has their own different like different. Everyone does things differently. And the end of the East Meets West Part 5 is Leonardo having the monologue over the clips. Of like being different. That they're turtles and stuff. Raphael, you deserve getting hit in the stomach by Splinter because you're being an idiot. Raphael losing his temper is his thing. And Splinter has no problem beating the crap out of Raphael anytime. The dragons are here. On the and they where did they go? Oh, okay, they're hiding in the ceiling. Rancor is stupid as they are dangerous because you can't really call them ugly because they're kind of plain looking. Ah, wrist cannons. Forgot that they had those, that they were only used once. Splinter telling Raphael to run away. It's rat time, not green time. It's rat time. Splinter's gonna throw down. Walks softly and carry a big stick, and Splinter carries a big stick. And you notice one thing I have not commented on is like the close-ups of Splinter, because they're like, apparently they figured out not to show close-ups of his damn face. Always use the long shot when showing Splinter when he's talking. And I say that, and they gave him a direct front facial shot. Why? Why must you show Splinter's face? So here's an obvious question: If like, do the turtles ever get pulled over driving that thing? Because again, they do have a registration plate. They do have a license plate on their Humvee. The spy devices. So Donatello created a remote control plane that can track chi energy. That's interesting. That the toy planes with it, it's kind of clever. It's a clever thing, creating little drones to like track down chi energy locations. Is it a dorky advent? But they got security alarms. They didn't break a damn thing. Launch the planes. Hey, boss, Z-plane, Z-plane. Did they put? They gave him a head cam, rank cam. It it's kind of weird. What did he use? He used a stick. So they use a broom handle. No, he used a stick. Like, what? It's like, come on. It's like they keep adjusting the dude's head for him to look forward. And well, dude got hit by a toy plane. Another one got hit by a toy plane. Mechanical birds. The planes are attacking. Hey, boss, Z-plane, Z-plane. They're not lying down. They're ducking. Like the toy planes, it's kind of surreal. They just used the same shot again of the dude getting hit in the chest. Oh, at least one of them was smart to take one of the planes with him. Okay, say this: the Dragon Lord is like willing to get out there. When his minion fails, he'll do it his damn self. Is this? Yeah, it is an exterior shot. No, it's not an exterior shot. It's just. I guess they had like a skylight or something on the set. Gonna do his things with the staff of Bukai. Eggs are rolling. Egg bowling. It was a cantaloupe? That looked like an egg. And where the hell is the chicken sounding from? Oh no, Venus is being summoned. No, she's being pulled. No, no, wow, she's literally being pulled. She's being pulled up and through. That's that's one way to summon a chi user. She has her silver balls. Oh, she managed to knock two of them down. It's it's certainly an impressive alley set. They stopped off. How and when did they stop off for Chinese? Like how much of a time skip are we talking here? By the time it took for Venus to get pulled and for them to arrive. So it is also got to point out that Wick is siding on the conveniently placed mailbox. It's kind of obvious to have him like just yeah, this is just high enough for to hide the puppeteer. I think you can always sneak up on a turtle. Leo, you're the Pope. No need a tea bag. Okay, nice little choreography and teamwork there. Little. Uh, they actually use some. So they use like that shell crunch from the second from Secret from the Use. And also use a little bit more of like the hold the wrist and like the swing and like a double kick, whatever type thing too. Shinobi Magic, run away. Wait, Magalo, you're the one holding the staff. You're so you should be using it. He's reversed. Reversed the magic. But she's not being torn apart. She has not been ripped apart. It would be nice if the other four turtles did something instead of just standing there. She reversed it? How how did she reverse it? Like he was gonna revenge it and she pushed it back. How? There's magic in her hands. Oh, there's Splinter. You need the. He did not get lost. Back to the flu conversation. And to bring that does not quite work with the ending here. And the threat of the staff of Bukai did not. Oh, okay. I get it. It's supposed to be a one. It's supposed to be a one. Okay, clearly it's supposed to be a one and done episode. But I'm kind of disappointed here. I'm kind of disappointed with this, like how rushed it is. He goes and like, "Oh, bring this weapon that's gonna counter Venus." And it's like use it once on her, it weakens her, reverses her magic back onto her, and she just reverses the reversal and sends him in the rank back to their layers. Like, and now he has this staff. Like, okay, maybe if he mastered it could be used as a threat, as a way to counter Venus directly in terms of her magic and her shinobi skills. It's I actually have to question that. Granted, it does fit the flow of a lot of like um Power Rangers season one plots where like okay, everything is just like one and done after a certain point. Well, from the basically the start of the series, with obviously some continuity, but everything being like it was kind of like one and done, like bing, bing, bang, boom. So didn't really need to pay attention much. Um, but it's very very weird where you have what what really should be like a major deal weapon for the Dragon Lord to use, and he just like he returns it to where he got it. At least he gave it back to the dude he took it from. I've got to give the Dragon Lord his credit. It's like okay, he steals the staff, was disappointed with it after he only uses it one. Technically, he used it twice, but at least he returned it. He didn't destroy the staff; he gave it back. So the Dragon Lord is at least a gentleman there. Raphael temper. Obviously, it became more and more of a trope coming off of the three movie, especially especially the first two, uh, Turtles 90 and Secret of Use. His temper and going off on his own. It's obviously a trope, and it certainly became a staple of that character. Or in terms of like the mainstream stuff, I don't consider the comics mainstream at all. Sorry, I don't. Um, but the conversation he has with Splinter and the whole thing with the flute and like the magic and the differences, you can do things. Everybody can do things the same. Everybody can do something, but everybody does something differently in terms of how they execute different aspects. Case in point is like I play a lot of Overwatch. I like to think I have a basic understanding of every character there, but how I play certain characters are not going to be the same way as other people play certain characters. Case I'm using this as a broad example here. Um let's say Diva. A lot of people play Diva as a dive tank. I play Diva as more as like a goalie, defender style tank, especially for on control point objectives, and a lot and if you ever see me play Overwatch, you often will hear me if I'm playing a tank role. I'm always going to question those who are playing DPS roles for not doing their job, especially if I am playing Diva and I am what I'm expecting from my team, from the random teammates I'm getting to do for me to be effective. Um, and actually, a great example was again getting off a tangent here. Um, what was it? The week I played an entire night as playing as Sojourn, right? Where statistically, I was having very very good matches on a statistic basis, but in terms of elimination, the deaths and damage dealt. But the tank player was not doing what they were supposed to do. Like I was doing everything I could. I was having some wonderful matches, and then bam, it was like what you expect is kind of a thing there. So getting into tying this back into Raphael, where Raphael's temperament and everything is like, oh, he's used to everyone, like how Leonardo and Michelangelo, Donatello, they do things like he's used to that, and anything Venus is going to be doing is going to be considered cheating. Because she has magic. She has a skill set that he can't wrap his head around. Al- Although the turtles themselves not being able to wrap their heads around the things that she can do is kind of an interesting trope at this stage in the series, because if there's one of the four, the original four, the Fab Four, between Leo, Donnie, Mikey, and Raph, the one of those four that should be able to catch on to Venus's uh approach and should be able to like take on some of that skill set, to learn that skill set that she has, it would be Leonardo. He he is like the most well-rounded and like the most clear-headed in a broad sense. When you compare him to the other four, he is the most even-keeled, where you could totally see him taking on, like, being able to adapt to what Venus is doing. Like if she's trying to teach him something, he should be the one that would have the patience to do it. To not, as in this episode showed, him giving up right away after the initial like attempt. And that in and of itself kind of brings back to what this episode has a bit of a like. There is that bit of a that pay this that for Bukai suffer from a pacing problem with it. Um, So I kind of wonder how much of it does with episodes being one and done's, like how much of that is gonna hamper the rest of the series? Because you open up with a five-parter and you definitely had like character growth over the course of that five-parter, but here we have a standalone episode where major things are introduced, but they are not, where there should be like development over the course of time. Like the staff Bukai gets introduced, it should be something that should be considered a major threat to Venus, and be dealt with like in a later episode. Like it gives her like some cautions where she has to learn to do things the other, like the traditional ninja way, like the other turtles do. Like there should be that trade off there. But what you gonna do? Anyway, we'll wrap this up here. Like, comment, subscribe if you're so inclined. Much appreciated. If you want to throw a couple bucks my way, there is a link you can do so in the description for donations and stuff via Stream Elements. It uses PayPal, so it's like, but I would appreciate it if you want to help keep the lights on. Again, much appreciated. And we'll see ya in the next episode or next week, where we're going. It's going to be silver and gold. So again, this box set has the episodes in a different order than the broadcast order. So we're going off of the box set release order as opposed to broadcast order. All right. Anyway, catch you next time, folks. Bye.